Hello and thanks for watching. This video is a demonstration of JTSBooks.com website. It is a demonstration of the Found JTSBook Deals feature of the website, unique to JTSBooks.com. Alright, so this first book we're looking at, Half.com has a seller selling it for $123.99, and Amazon.com has one for $135.23. Alright, the bookstores.com is paying $140.99 for this book. The potential profit off of that book is $17. We're going to go back and look at it in just a minute. Alright, so no highlighting, no rips, tears. Seller has a high feedback rating. You see the price is $120. The shipping price $3.99. We combine those on the website so that you can see the actual total cost to you for the book. Alright, so this book says no scratches highlighting, international edition, so we're not going to get this book. The buyback companies, the price you see there is for the US standard edition. Some of them do buy that international edition, but they pay considerably less, 25 to 30% of the cost that they would pay for the standard edition. Alright, so this one says very good feedback rating. 98.49. Bookbite.com paying $110 for it. That's a potential $11.50 profit there. So off the two books we've looked at that we can make profit on so far, we're looking at $28.50 in profit so far. Alright, so take a look here. Used 1 semester, good for Algebra 1 and 2. Bookstores.com paying $140 for the book. So we're looking at a potential $16 profit off of that one. Go on to get that next book. You just click this Make More Money button and the next book that you could potentially make profit on will pop up. One thing I want to mention is that these bookstore companies will pay for the shipping. You just print out a label and stick it on your box, and drop that box off at UPS, FedEx, or UPS, depending on the buyback company. And most of them will pay via check, or you can get paid via PayPal as well, which is probably the fastest way to get paid for these textbooks. Alright, so bookstores.com paying $198 for this book, and it looks like we have a seller at Half.com selling it for $83.99. So we'll take a look at that and see if there's a potential to make that $17 profit off of this book. Alright, looks like you could get one off of Amazon.com as well for less profit. Okay, so the only risk with this seller is that they don't have any feedback, so it could just be the first book that they've ever listed for sale, or it could be a new student that hasn't listed books for sale before, international edition, so we're not going to get that one. Which gives you new students or new sellers often undersell or underprice their books just because they're new to the process and they want to make that sell. So there's potential to make profit there. There's also a risk that the seller could have been somebody that got banned from selling from one of these vendors before. Alright, so this book looks like high seller rating, potential $9.27 profit off of this book, which brings us up to $71 or $70.77 of potential profit off of these 5 books that we've seen so far. And at this point, we've been looking for about 5 minutes. So in 5 minutes time we found $70.77 of potential profit. A couple things I want to say about the JTS Books website. This is the initial release of the website. It's fully functional, though we're constantly updating the website and adding new features. One of the things we're going to be doing is adding the feature to sort the buyback prices by the highest buyback price to the lowest buyback price, because as you notice right now, bookstores.com has been one of the higher buyback prices that we've seen for most of these books, though it's not necessarily on the top, and that's just because of the way that we get these prices back from these different buyback companies. Another thing is there's a number of sellers, and I've been focusing on the half.com and Amazon sellers because those are the ones that people are most common with or most familiar with, though these other sellers could have legitimate US Standard Edition books as well. Okay, on this book we've got a seller at $47.82. Go take a look at this. You can see here that this is from India, and that these other sellers that are under the buy price don't have a very high rating. Anytime you see a book that says it's from India or China or somewhere outside of the US, those are going to be international editions, almost 100%. And these sellers with the low ratings, they're selling either international editions or previous editions, or the books aren't coming very quick, so I wouldn't get anything from those. Alright, so here's a deal for $139.74, minor wear, little writing. No feedback rating on this one. Like I said, this could just be a new seller, somebody who hasn't sold before. Bookstores.com paying $168.99 for it. That's a over a $29 potential profit on that one. That brings us at over $100 of potential profit from these books that we've looked at just here in the last 7 minutes. So I believe that the Found JTS Book Deals feature has proven itself to be a fast and effective way to find these types of deals. Actually, looks like there's another one right here, $123.98, high rating, ships within 24 hours with tracking, from Buffalo, New York. Bookstores.com buying it for $135.34. So that's just another example of a book that's $11 profit right there, brings us to over $110 of profit in about 8 minutes. I think it just helps to show how effective this tool can be and how helpful it could be for somebody who's looking to make a little extra income or lower the cost of their textbooks. There's other sites that are blogs that have talked about this method of making money, making some extra income before. The pennyhoarder.com has a blog about this. I'll put the description down below. Kind of goes through the process, and he mentions several things that you should look for, some of the risk and potential rewards that you can get from that. And this is something that I did and still do to make some extra income, especially through college. So come check out the site. Let us know what you think. Like our Facebook page and hit us up on there. We'll be putting up more videos, starting a blog, and doing all kinds of cool things in the future, and we'd like some feedback and some more ideas from the users about how we can make this thing even more efficient and better to use. Thanks for watching.